It's a pleasure to be here again. My name's Mike Biddulph and I run London Reclaimed. We're a youth employment charity based in South London. So our model is simple. It's not an access to employment course, though those are fantastic. It's not just a youth club, though they are unbelievable. It's actual paid jobs. So we decided in 2011 that we would look to start up a couple of businesses to employ local young people who couldn't find work. If I'd have known how difficult it would have been, we wouldn't have done it. But no, it's been a fantastic few years. It's just been incredible. We pitched last year at an event and it's had tremendous impact on the work that we do. We were able to pitch for funding towards 3 days a week of an operations manager, so operations and admin. If anyone knows me, you'll realise why we need that. Before we took him on, I had over 150 unlistened to voicemails, I had about 4,000 emails. They weren't spam, that was just emails that were just kind of backing up. With him coming on board, it's completely changed the game. So I just want to say thank you. It's a really diverse, wonderful cross-section of the city coming together to support local, well-tested organisations. So we really have seen the impact in what we do. A couple of examples of that is we have been able to organise and sell our furniture in a much wider arena now, and our cafe. So we run two businesses. One is a furniture company called Goldfinch Furniture. One is a cafe called Lumberjack Cafe. Now they were running well before, but it's like we've just added some oil to the cogs. It's just been phenomenal. Charlie, his name's Charlie, comes in every day with a smile on his face despite working with me. Smile on his face, optimism in his eyes, and it hasn't left yet, and it's just been phenomenal. He has been able to organise some of, I wouldn't say chaos, energy in the background, and hone us a little better. So he's been with us almost a year now, and we have seen more young people come through our doors. We have seen bigger impact in their lives. We have seen a greater number of furniture sales for the furniture business and greater impact in the community with our cafe. Couple of last things. I shared a story. Was anyone here when I pitched?
Yeah.
Oh, I won't go into the story. I pitched about our first young person who came to us. He was really energetic. He'd been in loads of trouble. He came when it was one of his first days of work and he was really sweaty. And he said, and I said, why are you so sweaty, mate? And he said, oh, halfway here, I realised I was going to be late, so I rode in. I was like, how did you manage that halfway here? He'd nicked a bike to get into work. Now, so Ryan kind of worked with us. I'd been working with him since he was about 14, so I hadn't done a very good job. He did the course with us. He was our first young person. And the course was a bit scrappy back in kind of 2012-ish. It was a bit of a scrappy course. We were just a bunch of people trying to make a difference. He actually ended up in some hard times and ended up serving 3 years post our course for commercial burglary. He came back to us during this last year when the course has been completely revitalised. He didn't need a full 6 months with us. Within a year we'd kicked him into enough shape that he's now working full time, and I'm convinced that if TFN hadn't got involved and Charlie hadn't have been on board, that wouldn't have been such a fast transformation in his life. So I want to say thank you.